They are removing our stories and our history. They are removing our names from government buildings. It's as if someone wants to erase our footprints.
This throws all sorts of issues, legal issues as well, commenting on it because it might develop over the next couple of weeks and days.
Bro, you are not ready for this tea. Can you even imagine the man who transformed a plywood stage in ATL into a billion-dollar dream factory now staring down a scandal straight out of his own soap operas? Because that is the mess we're in. Tyler Perry, yes, that Tyler, is watching his shiny Hollywood empire shake and rattle like a soundstage in an earthquake. And get this, the person lighting the fuse? Not a bitter ex, not a greedy lawsuit, not even some D-list actor clout chasing for attention. Nope, it's none other than Meghan Markle, the woman he once called family, the Duchess he rescued when the royal palace turned their backs, the guest he gave a private mansion to. That same Meghan is now whispering into the ears of the FBI, and honey, this drama didn't come from a Tyler Perry script, but it sure feels like it.
There have been some sexual assault claims made by him. It's a chap called Derek Dixon, and it's a $260 million lawsuit. And let me say it's interesting because he is Lilibet's godfather. He revealed this on the Netflix show. He appeared as a character witness for Harry and Meghan in there.
You feel that chill? That sudden gust of betrayal? Because we remember how this whole friendship started. Spring 2020. Meghan, spiraling out of the royal circus, clutching her phone like a lifeline. Who does she call? Not a prince, not a PR team, Tyler. And Tyler, being Tyler, Mr. Southern Hospitality, pulled out all the stops, flew her and Harry into the US like undercover agents, gave them his mansion, security, privacy, made himself godfather to baby Lilibet, a fairy tale, right? The world cheered, finally. Meghan had an ally in the kingdom she wanted to rule. Esterella's glass slipper just shattered, baby.
Filed lawsuit accuses Tyler Perry of assaulting an actor on one of the filmmaker's shows. Actor Derek Dixon has sued Perry for $260 million.
And now we hear, oh girl, now we hear that all those sweet smiles Meghan gave, that soft gratitude, it was a mask, a mask. Word is, she felt betrayed. Tyler stepped back from the public support gig, stopped being her cheerleader on speed dial. And Meghan? She didn't take it well. Allegedly, she thought Tyler was trying to steal her shine, riding her fame like a VIP Uber. And when rumors started swirling about inappropriate behavior on Perry's set, Tyler didn't return her calls, left her on read. So Meghan, she flipped the switch. Sources say she made a decision. If Tyler won't protect her anymore, she's not protecting him either. And what does she do? Reportedly starts feeding the FBI every juicy screenshot, every email, every late-night voice memo she can find. A one-woman espionage unit. She's painting Tyler as some kind of Hollywood Machiavelli, a puppet master dangling dreams like dirty secrets. And suddenly, that $260 million zero-cents lawsuit from actor Derek Dixon doesn't look so random anymore. It looks like the opening move in a very calculated chess game. And if Meghan really has dirt that Harry was in the know, baby, a civil case might be the least of Tyler's worries.
Of the timeline that it took for Derek Dixon to come forward with these allegations if they're true.
Well, that's one of the arguments the defense always makes, right? Is, well, if you were assaulted or harassed, why did you stay? Why didn't you report it right away? What I love as the plaintiff's lawyer is a contemporaneous report. So hopefully they have that. And I understand he's been getting therapy since 2020.
Meanwhile, Tinseltown is split like a bad wig in a windstorm. On one side, the Perry diehards, the actors and crew who swear by him, say he pays on time, writes roles for the people Hollywood forgets. They're quoting his lawyer's sound bites like gospel. These claims are fabricated, playing it on loop, hoping to drown out the scandal. But the other camp, oh, they've been waiting. Lurking in the shadows with their receipts and grudges. They say Perry's one-man show style pushed creatives out. Say it's about time someone knocked him off his self-made throne. And sitting in the middle of this messy Hollywood chessboard, Meghan, the Duchess turned mogul in the making. Her eyes on the real prize, controlling Hollywood's power grid. And if that means turning Tyler into a cautionary tale, so be it, because let's be real. If Meghan can take down a billionaire with a few voice notes and a prayer, then nobody will dare cross her again.
Now, Harry and Meghan have also been accused of hypocrisy after they restructured their staff, creating what has been labelled the Montecito Royal Court. What does that mean, Kinsey? What's happening?
But oh, honey, Perry's problems are piling up like scripts on a casting couch. That documentary on him, the one everyone brushed off as tabloid trash, it's ramping up. Editors are working overtime, slicing in teary interviews, angry stagehands, background extras, all claiming Perry's happy Hollywood front was a facade. Humiliation, manipulation, exploitation, the works. And if that's not enough, comedienne Monique, queen of receipts, is working on a new stand-up special. And word is, she's about to name names. Every Hollywood brother who tried to shut her up with champagne and first-class tickets. And let's not forget the ghost of Diddy, still fresh in everyone's mind, another untouchable mogul brought down by accusations nobody wanted to believe. If it happened to Diddy, could it happen to Tyler?
It hasn't been a good beat weekend for Meghan Markle, however, as there is growing speculation that she was asked not to appear on stage with her apparent BFF, Tyler Perry, at the Paley Center Honors.
And here's where it gets painfully awkward. Remember that BET Awards speech Perry gave just 2 weeks ago? The one that had people on their feet, clapping and crying about never erasing Black excellence? Well, now it's playing in cringy loops next to court docs accusing him of inviting young actors to his guest room late at night. Yikes, the same man who boasted about creating more Black millionaires than any other studio? Now he's looking like a preacher who forgot his own sermons, and guess who's gone ghost? His celeb BFFs? Oprah sipping cocktails on a yacht somewhere, releasing a weak 2-line statement. Beyonce canceled plans to film on Tyler's lot. Van Jones? Nah, he's not moderating any AI panels now. The silence is deafening.
When you have people like Oprah and Meghan Markle in a room like this, coming out just for you, not anyone else, but just for you, what does that moment feel like to receive that level of support?
Just to have people show up for you the way you showed up for them, it means the world. So I'm floored, I'm honored, I'm trying to hold it all together and take it all in.
Meanwhile, in Montecito, Meghan is the queen of silent shade. She's dropping footage of herself baking banana bread with Archie, releasing romantic soft-lit videos of her and Harry giggling in Perry's mansion back in the day. Like, remember when we were friends, Tyler? She's refusing all interviews, but her online army, oh, they're loud. Blasting his Instagram with silence is betrayal. Quoting British analysts like it's a courtroom. Quoting, "It is, according to the Rat Pats, Karina quote libel, the fact, the reality of the situation she is dealing with." But even her fans are wondering, is Meghan flying too close to the sun? Because if Perry fights back, if he digs up those old friendly emails, reminds everyone Meghan was thriving under his roof during the time she now calls predatory, things could flip fast.
There was this story that Meghan, had her people approach someone about a divorce book. But I mean, imagine if Meghan left Harry, it would destroy her reputation. She would be eviscerated publicly because she's already slipped into this kind of category on social media, the way that pop culture commentators talk about her. They lump her in with Amber Heard, they lump her in with, these other famous women who are perceived as, being narcissistic or, being controlled.
People haven't forgotten the Spotify scandal or the royal drama, one wrong move, and this hero narrative might shatter into 1,000 curated pieces. And now, rumor has it, Tyler is panicking behind the gates of his Atlanta estate. Whispers are swirling about a secret war room summit. Yes, girl, like actual strategy meetings with Hollywood heavyweights. Will Smith, Lee Daniels, Shonda Rhimes, all being summoned like it's an Avengers movie. The goal? A counterattack against Meghan.
Literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years.
Word on the street is, they cooking up a plan. A joint statement blasting Meghan for vendetta behavior, an influencer campaign praising Tyler, maybe even a streaming coup to distract the media. But here's the kicker. If just one of Perry's famous friends flips and sides with Meghan, game over. All that carefully staged unity will collapse faster than a cardboard set in a hurricane. The whole industry's watching, biting their lips and wondering, will they stay loyal to a legend or start drafting a tribute post to the Duchess? Up in Beverly Hills boardrooms, the power players are shaking in their designer boots. Some say Perry will do what Hollywood does best, cut a check, make it go away, and hobble forward like nothing happened.
Meghan Markle's podcast has ended its 8-episode run, and there are no plans to release a second season at this point. What a surprise.
But others, they think Meghan's been playing chess this whole time. That this FBI situation is just the beginning of a federal sting. Like, we're talking indictments, asset freezes, Tyler Perry being forced to walk away from the studio he literally built on land that once housed a Civil War fort. Talk about symbolic. Netflix and Amazon are already sweating bullets, doing behind-the-scenes audits.
Because what we need to understand is that if our children don't know our history, they won't know our power. But the truth of the matter, it's impossible to erase our footprints because we left them on.
They've got multi-picture deals on the line, and if Perry becomes a PR liability, those billion-dollar deals could go poof overnight. And let's not forget the Writers Guild, still salty that Perry ran solo writer rooms for years. They're drafting statements, basically yelling, "Told you so." The fans, even more confused. One minute they're watching Divorce in the Black, the next they're wondering if that shaky camera work is evidence or just a low budget. Meanwhile, they're scrolling through Meghan's lifestyle blog, admiring soft-focus shots of candles and cookies while reading essays about workplace dignity.
To take my clothes off. He said, "I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked."
Like, the irony is rich. Podcasters are already throwing down in debates. Can a duchess be a whistleblower? Or is she just smartly petty? But oh honey, let's talk about the real heartbreak here, Harry. Poor Harry. Insiders say our ginger prince never wanted this smoke. Tyler was like an honorary uncle, the man who sheltered him, Meghan, and baby Lily when the palace turned its back. Now, Meghan's pulling that same man into a legal inferno. Harry reportedly begged her, leave Tyler out.
Forward, because if you're a victim, you're gonna have to really tell your story in a very, very public way. What is interesting though is under California law, he could have filed as a John Doe or a Jane Doe, and he chose not to. So I thought that was interesting.
He's terrified this courtroom mess will forever taint Lily's memories of her godfather. Still, ever the loyal Duke, he's supporting Meghan's right to speak her truth. But behind the scenes, he's lawyering up to protect their charity from the fallout. Because this storm, it's only just beginning. And Tyler, whew. You don't need a drone over his mansion to feel the pain. This man built an empire on hope, redemption, church vibes, and confessions on Ma's porch. Now, people are digging through his past like they're searching for skeletons. If even a hint of these allegations sticks, his whole moral brand gone. Those Easter sermon moments might become exhibits A through Z. Those midnight jokes, suddenly not so funny. No wonder he screamed about black footprints at the BET Awards. He can feel the erasers coming. And Meghan, she's on thin ice too. Her image, humanitarian queen, glowing, giving, gracious. But if it starts looking like she enjoyed taking down an old friend, America will turn fast. We love a truth teller, but we side-eye a grudging couture. Though her team's walking a tightrope, cryptic captions about survivors, soft focus posts about justice, hoping we connect the dots without asking too many questions, because one wrong vibe and that halo could turn into headlines. The question everyone's whispering, okay, shouting right now: who stays, who runs? Taraji P. Henson still riding with Perry for now, but sis has an escape clause in her contract in case indictments start flying. I'm smart. Kerry Washington passed on that Perry cameo, instead hosting a panel on consent in Hollywood. We see you throwing that soft shade, Kerry. Ava DuVernay is calling for change, but keeps it classy, no names. Denzel, silent. And Oprah, choosing a book about betrayal, subtle much. Meanwhile, fans are split in a meme war. Stand with Tylope, believe Derek, and baby, it's vicious. Inside studios, crews are forming cliques like it's lunchroom drama. Team Perry, loyal to their paychecks. Team Meghan, rooting for justice. Team both messy, just want the truth. Behind the scenes, Meghan's gliding into SUVs behind blackout sunglasses, while Tyler's team scrambles to seal depositions before the press gets fed. Studios are panicking, insurance companies recalculating, and young actors are asking, is signing with Perry a career move or career suicide? This isn't just a legal mess, this is a psychological war. Meghan's silence more powerful than a press tour. Strategic. Chilling. Is she a cold chess master or a silent savior? Meanwhile, Tyler can't say a word without risking legal fallout. He's built on transparency, but now, one wrong syllable and it's in the FBI's inbox. That awkward red carpet moment when Tyler barely acknowledged her, baby. That wasn't just tension, that was a silent novel. And we're all watching, waiting, clutching our popcorn. This is bigger than gossip. It's about the fans who believed in Perry storytelling and the women who saw Meghan as their mirror. Now it's Titan versus Titan, ambition versus loyalty. Will Tyler's empire fall? Will Meghan's silence rewrite Hollywood rules? Is this bold truth-telling or backstabbing in couture? Whatever happens, this final act isn't just a plot twist, it's a reckoning. So tell us, whose side are you on? Because this saga, oh honey, it's just getting started.